have a look at some of the top headlines where you live. I'm Joe Ellison. There's a Democrat selected for Arkansas's District 7 state Senate primary, but the 4 Republican candidates running have only been narrowed down to a top 2. Now, voters selected Lisa Parks to be the Democratic nominee, but there will have to be a runoff election between Colby Fulfer and Steve Unger, since neither Republican candidate was able to get over 50% of the vote. The runoff election between those two will take place on January the 11th next year. The winner of that election will face off against Parks on February 8th of next year as well to decide who actually wins this seat. Meanwhile, President Biden will travel to Kentucky to assess the damage from a tornado outbreak that devastated the state. You remember, it killed 64 people. The president will first participate in a storm briefing at Fort Campbell. This is the governor of Arkansas actually touring damage in the state there. But the president, before heading to Mayfield and Dawson Springs, he will also survey the storm damage there. And like I mentioned, closer to home, the governor on the ground this week taking a look at the damage here in Arkansas. Recovery efforts continue in this part of the state with more help on the way. FEMA teams will be actually in Arkansas today assessing those areas. Now, to meet the threshold for federal assistance, the estimated damage must be between $4 and $5 million. The governor is waiting on federal assistance before tapping into state funds to help uninsured Arkansans. And after more than 30 years with the Springdale Police Department, Chief Mike Peters has announced his retirement. Peters was hired as a patrolman in June 1991 after serving in the Army for more than 5 years. He's been with the Springdale Police Department for 30 years. Right now, it's not known when a new police chief will be announced. Well, those are some of your top headlines on this Wednesday. We'll continue to follow the news all day. Catch up with us again this evening on your 5 News at 4, 5, and 6. I'm Joe Ellison. Have a great day.